Sketch make this?
The AI would learn from humans. It was constructed to become progressively more intelligent.
Oh, we're definitely all doomed then if it was trying to learn from humans.
The experiment performed as designed. The robot did indeed learn, but not as intended.
Oh look, it's a link to one of my YouTube videos. I assume that's base 64 code as well. Just the equals at the end that made me think of. Date night with Mulder and Scully. Okay, guys, there's silent communication, and then there's just whatever this is.
Yum. Yum. Success.
Scully? Mulder's just like, excuse me? You're not seriously one of those, Scully, are you? At least Mulder turned towards her. Oh, he is totally taking a picture of her. I don't know, Scully. Maybe pay attention. She bitches about how the stakeout wasn't romantic, and then sits there playing on her phone. I don't know if this should be good or bad. Like, that they can spend that time together. They are so an old married couple. Okay.
Yum.
Oh my god, they are so cute! Kawaii! What time of day there? Like 2 AM? See, that's just pornographic. I'm sure he's got a little something you could do. No. Nope. Back away quickly. Hi. Okay then. Goodbye. Oh my god, just talk already. It's like the beginning of the bloody FMV game.
Hello! This is a driverless whips for Dana Scully.
I like the way she looks concerned but still gets in.
Mulder.
No kiss goodnight? No. Wait, they're not going together?
You are going to 1213 37th place. Is that correct?
Yes.
You can answer in complete sentences.
Yes, that's correct.
Tell me how I can make your ride more enjoyable.
Be quiet.
Would you like to watch television?
No, no television.
Music? You can say names of artists.
No,
or
no
songs.
music. Be quiet.
All right, taking you home.
Okay, this is freaky as fuck. So, wait. Scully's not living with Mulder. What happened to that, the whole our home?
Stop! Pull over! You're driving too fast! Who am I talking to?
What? Why?
I have no clue what's going on.
Stop! Pull over!
I mean, I get it, but...
In 30 feet, your destination will be on the left.
Well, maybe, Mulder, if you knew where you lived, you wouldn't have to pay attention to GPS.
Oh, come on.
You have arrived at your final destination.
Is that a Glenn Morgan James Bond reference?
Let me out!
God.
Poor! Awful! Terrible! Never again!
Oh,
Open the door!
I love it when Gillian gets to use her comedy chops. That is the creepiest thing ever. Like a redhead. Oh! Okay. Yeah, I'd be a bit freaked out too, Scully.
This is an automated call for
Fox Mulder. Fox Mulder.
This is the living Fox Mulder.
Fox Mulder. Fox Mulder. Fox Mulder.
Night of the Living AI. I'm sorry, I'm still baffled by, like, this...
door open.
What the hell? Where does she live? What is this? This is like the most zen pad she could get. I get that doctors, you know, salaries are good, but... I mean, I'm still baffled by the whole, like, them not living together, but... Wow. What happened to that shitty, bland apartment that she was living in season 10? No! No! Way! What? Are you shitting me? I don't know what I have more of an issue with. I mean, like, what? But also, you just leave it laying under the bed, Scully? On the carpet? Do you realise how many germs? There's these thing called bedside cabinets? Or little little boxes, little baggies you can get. That is the most unhygienic place to just leave your bloody bullet laying around. What am I watching? I feel like I'm watching every bloody NC-17 fanfic at the moment. Just... Are you kidding me? I mean, the hot pink is nice enough. I mean, why would she want different bold colours? Are you seeing what I'm watching, people? I'm watching an episode of the X-Files where the possible colours of Scully's vibrator and what it comes in. I'm impressed that the Roomba knew what it was, to be fair. I can't even with this episode right now. This is, I don't even know. Scully's vibrator, just, okay. Please don't dig out, like, Mulder's butt plug or something. Or just put it in your pocket while it's still vibrating, it's fine. I like the way Mulder's the one she assumes would send that to her. Has he been sending her gifts lately? I feel frazzled. I just don't even know right now. Oh my god. Oh, just give it the tip already. Oh my god. I don't know if I can take this anymore. He wants to show you some TV. Take you for a nice ride. I really wouldn't deny any of these things anything right now. Well, what's the car gonna do with her out, the layout of her house? Make its way into her bedroom? Maybe you should just move in with Mulder. I mean, I don't know, maybe then you wouldn't have this trouble. There's actually better ways of putting on a flashlight on your phone. It's really simple. You just go... Look! Even I have one! Woo! It's that simple. You don't have to have it flashing, you silly cow.
Why is your house so much nicer than mine?
Wait, one, you two picked out the other house, and two, have you not seen this place before? Well, that, and it was the most random time to mention that, but... Don't like that line.
Call 911. Call 911.
Call 911.
Am I the only person that just actually uses fucking buttons?
Hello?
Hello?
What? Get rid of anything they can track you with.
Are you kidding me? This episode is obsessed with Scully's vibrator! What? Also, she put it in the other pocket, not that one. Not that I was paying attention, but... If that thing starts vibrating again, I'm done. Seriously. Also, that's the most boring vibrator ever. Yeah, I've seen that Boston Dynamics video. You might want to, yeah, just no. Well, that works. I mean, still. He covers her body with his. Aww. How depressing is that? As I'm saying "R" as they're getting shot at. Okay, I think that's the fastest anything has ever been 3D printed. Danger! Will Robinson! Danger! Danger! Oh my god! Are you kidding me? Are you telling me this is all because Mulder was a cheapskate? Oh my god! Look how Scully punched him then. Well, what a shame. Scully's place is blown up, so, you know, she'll just have to move in with Mulder now, so, you know. Upside, silver lining. Thank you, evil robots. You have brought them together.
It's good to see you got all your personal devices back.
Not all of them.
Lee, just don't get an evil vibrator. Oh my god, you two, seriously. Aww. Aww. Now rest your head on his shoulder. See, as we didn't get that kiss. Just. and I just got done watching the 7th episode of the X-Files of season 11, Rm9S... Hang on, I got this written down. Rm9sbG93ZXJz, aka base 64 code for the term followers. So let's just stick with that title for the rest of this review, shall we? So yeah, this episode written by Kristen Cloak and Shannon Hamblin, and directed by Glenn Morgan. Of course, Glenn Morgan and Kristen Cloak being husband and wife team. This is a unique episode in that, of course, it barely contains any dialogue whatsoever. And, you know, we've seen, this is not the first show to do it. When I think of silent episodes, I always think back on Hush, the Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode, which was really well done. This episode is really well done, but I did feel that it was really awkwardly forced in the beginning quarter of the episode on Mulder and Scully's date night. I mean, it made complete sense when they were on their own. And I'm all for the silent communication thing, which we'll get back to in a second. But it did feel really forced at times between them at the restaurant. But otherwise, it was really well done. And this episode just... I felt like I was watching an episode of The Twilight Zone. Seriously, it really felt weird. And but at the same time, it really fit into this feeling that I've been feeling all this season, which I was actually going to do an episode on during the hiatus. About just everything feels really off. And I think it all does come down to the fact that, seriously, I feel like we're really deep down the rabbit hole of fan fiction at this point. I mean, not only do we have Mulder and Scully's, you know, restaurant dinner date, we also have the whole silent communication thing, which has essentially been ramped up to 11 in the most insane concept. I mean, if there was ever a way to take that cliche to its, you know, furthest point, this episode did it. And I genuinely feel like a lot of this, well, most of this season is just fan fiction fodder. And that can be good, and that can be weird. Because while there was amazingly well-written fan fiction that fixes a lot of the problems of the actual show, I don't feel like the writers are either communicating with each other or you know, kind of putting their own spin on fan concepts kind of thing. So it feels weird and a bit jarring at times. So yeah, but the whole AI system, the whole like concept in this with the AI is really well done, and especially because obviously, you know, the main focus is Mulder and Scully, so it's a very personal tale. And of course, when you've got phones and technology getting in the way of that personal connection, you know, it's a really good lesson. I mean, they're saying, oh, the lesson is to teach, you know, AI well and stuff, be good parents, mentors and stuff. And, you know, we get that with that whole bloody song that kept playing. But actually, I think the only lesson I came away from this was that Mulder is a cheapskate and we shouldn't do that. The whole thing, not, oh, put down your phones and connect with one another. No, give us that 10% tip. Okay, whatever. But you know, one of my biggest pet peeves, I really do not like people that are constantly on their phones. I get it when I have my best mate Jane come over and she will text other people while she sat there or check Facebook or something. And I'm like, you've come here to, you know, be here and that. Wait to do that until you leave. I mean, I'm not completely innocent of this crime. Pokemon Go has become a distraction for me. And Donna has gotten really frustrated with me at times when I've put it on in her car and stuff. The difference is, I still talk while playing that. Jane doesn't talk while texting and that because she's focused on that. And obviously in this situation, you've got two people who are sat together that are more distracted by their phones and not even communicating. And of course that is the main, you know, point of the story and the narrative kind of thing. And it is really well handled. There's so many different things, you know, that feed in, you know, the lack of communication. But again, that's the thing, Mulder and Scully have always had that silent communication. They've always had a way of communicating without communicating. So we can make jokes about the whole unromantic stakeout scene. But at the same time, just them sharing company sometimes is all they've ever needed in earlier in earlier seasons and now. But I'm sorry. What happened to the whole our home? Where the hell did this massive mansion at Scully's Zen mansion, sorry, I should correct, Zen smart upmarket Maryland mansion that Scully's living in come from? Back in season 10, she was living in this very, you know, uninhabited, looked like she really hadn't settled. We were all like, oh, that's okay. She don't get too comfortable. You can move back on into Mulder's soon. And then all of a sudden she has this massive place, which apparently Mulder has never seen. And again, that was a really, you know what, fine, whatever. But I just don't believe for a second that one, he's never seen this place. And two, it just seemed like a really awkward time for him to bring that up while she's talking about gas and there's the threat of, you know, whatever's going on in the house not letting her out and possibly about to blow her up. It just seemed a really weird time to mention it, especially while he's being pursued by all these drones. There's a lot of odd things about this episode. I'm still baffled by the whole obsession with Scully's vibrator. I mean, I don't know if this is just like, yeah, this is totally written by a woman or what. I mean, it was good. You know, the one thing we've always said is it's frustrating to not see either of these characters, really, particularly Scully, as a sexual being, you know, as a woman, a very, you know, a woman kind of thing. So I guess it's nice to see, you know, something like this that gives that side back to her. But yeah, like essentially 3 mentions over the course of the episode regarding her bloody bullet. I mean, I will say, next time I have an Ann Summers party, I am going to need to check that, you know, the vibrator I've picked come in bold colours. That was the most random thing. And I still stand by the idea that she's just got it laying on the carpet. I do hope she cleans that before using it. But no, this also, since when the vibrator's smart chipped, that's just disconcerting. You get a manual one. No, this episode though, it's got some odd bits in it. There were times where I sat there and I was just like, do I need to be like taking drugs or something? What is even going on? But I really enjoyed it. I genuinely, like, it was insane and bizarre, and I don't find Mulder didn't tip the creepy ass robot run restaurant, but that seemed a lot of effort just to get him to tip. I mean, holy crap, I know the robots are learning from us, but yeah, that's a bit different from a racist, you know, Twitter bot. Yeah, just, it was a way far-fetched, and again, didn't really feel like it fell in the realm of reality that the show has dealt with in the past. This I'm starting to wonder about this. I am genuinely starting to wonder about whether everything happening this season is real. I mean, especially when we've got some, you know, essentially My Struggle 2 was completely shoved under the, and I'm still standing by the fact, why is nobody working on this vaccine if they know it's coming? You know, we've got 3 episodes left. But yeah, no, it really felt like a Twilight Zone episode, but it felt like a good Twilight Zone episode. I would have loved to have seen it have some connection. I mean, it felt like Ghost in the Machine 2.0, kind of kill switchy. It would have been nice to see it have a connection to this. You know, maybe Erica Price having more, involvement with it, seeing as she disappeared after the second episode. It would have been interesting to see her have some involvement with this AI and why it's only targeting Mulder and Scully. And like I say, I get it's because of the whole tip thing, but I don't know, it seems a lot of effort just for that. So the fact that nobody's noticing all these drones flying around and that. But no, I genuinely enjoyed it. It was just insane. It was so well done with like the driverless car and the talking and console, and then Scully yelling at it like some crazy old lady. Like I said, Gillian doesn't get really the roles to use her comedic chops that she should, because she's a really good laugh. So it's nice to get to see her doing that in this episode. I had a good laugh. I had way more fun watching this than I had watching Lost Art of Forehead Sweat. And that's really sad, because of course that was supposed to be the much more comedic episode. But this kind of felt like a follow-on really to Mulder and Scully and the Weremonster. It was just fun. And, the sound direction in this was amazing. I would have liked more Mark Snow score, especially like on Mulder and Scully's scene together at the beginning. But there were little bits under, these little synthetic kind of horror sci-fi movie tone, notes kind of thing just underneath. You could just perceive, and it added a lot. So kudos to the art direction, sound direction. It was excellently well done. And there was that sense of dread that built up every now and then. It was well directed. I mean, it was Glenn Morgan, so, what else? But I just felt it was well written. Even though, you say well written and there's no dialogue, it was a good story. It's difficult to say that you want this kind of story 3 episodes from the end of the series. But I genuinely enjoyed it. I did. And I don't know why, because at the same time I have issues and I'm just like, what did I even just watch? My brain just feels frazzled right now after kind of watching it. Is it better than, Buffy the Vampire Slayer's Hush? No. But, The X-Files is a very different kind of show. And I'm glad this was here. And especially after the last couple of letdowns with... I'm sorry, I'm standing by my opinion on Kitten. I've rewatched it. Still not doing it for me. I get its purpose of reconnecting Skinner and Mulder and Scully. But yeah, I stand by my thoughts on Kitten. And again, Forehead Sweat just really... So the last couple of episodes have been let down, so it was nice to get back with something like this that I genuinely enjoyed. And especially after 2 weeks, well, essentially 3 weeks gap, it was nice to come back to this and enjoy it, not be let down. So I would easily give this, 7.5? 8 is a bit of a push. But 7.5, 8 out of 10 for this. I had so much fun, and it was so nice to see Mulder and Scully reconnect at the end. I do feel like they had missed opportunities where You know, they didn't have even a kiss on the cheek goodbye when they left the restaurant. And, you know, Scully could have put her head on Mulder's shoulder, or, I mean, she kind of does when she leans into him. But it wouldn't be nice either Mulder leaning his head down or the other. It just would. I felt like that was a missed opportunity. But you know, it's kind of it kind of just sums up the whole fandom when you have to get excited over holding hands. But they look so happy to be together. It just made me all warm inside. So, and that was nice. And you know, obviously, you know, I mean, we're talking about two people that have always been a bit technophobic anyway, which is why I'm baffled by Scully's bloody smartphone, smart house where everything's connected. See, stuff like that. I love technology. Yeah, I ain't letting no technology run my house. No, thank you. Again, I've seen that Boston Dynamics video. That's enough to put me off for life. Why do we never learn with this stuff? It's not about teaching them better. Just stop all the technology altogether. Just stop making stuff that can take us over at any minute. No, I really enjoyed this episode. I loved the Mulder and Scully dynamic. It did feel forced every now and then with the silence. But, you know, I mean, my God, the fanfics that are going to come out of this one. I look forward to reading them. But anyway, that was Rm9S, whatever it was, followers. Please check it out if you get the chance. Please share your thoughts. Did you like it? I saw some comments when the first episode went up. It was difficult to avoid any comments that people were making, and a lot of people were saying they really didn't like it or get on with it. So I'm curious to see what other people's thoughts are. Please share your comments down below. Please check me out on Twitter. I rarely post because I don't really have any reason to, but check me out on Twitter at Sketchy. Please like and subscribe, and look forward to next week's episode, which is written by I don't remember who, but I think it's directed by Holly Dale. Yeah, I don't remember the name of the guy that's writing it, but it's called Familiar, and it's got a creepy ass puppet doll in it, so should be interesting. Look forward to seeing that, and I look forward to seeing you somewhere down the line. Take care, everybody, especially at the moment if you're in the UK with this awful snow. Catch you later, guys. Bye.